Until January.
And record it. But you guys obviously have been around and you guys kind of know the deal. But I will just go over this and we'll record it and the new coaches can watch it. Whatever. But I did want to make it just very laid back and casual tonight and everybody can kind of talk. And I know a lot of people had situations they wanted to discuss and whatever. But I did want everyone to have their wine so that we can start off with a toast. And we're going to toast to all of the
what?
Uh-oh. Hey, Ashley. You have your wine, don't you? Oh, she's coming on. All right, so we're going to do a toast to all of the no's that we've gotten and all the no's that we're going to get. And so here's to every no we get, getting us one step closer to a yes, and having so many no's and so many more yeses that the one no that keeps us frustrated and defeated doesn't matter anymore. So cheers.
Cheers.
So tonight, like I said, I just want to kind of make it an open discussion. Obviously, I have a couple things, kind of planned out. But you guys feel free to chime in whenever, something comes up. And if I'm sweating profusely, I'm very sorry. All right, so real quick, I want everybody to know that, you're not alone in this. Everybody has objections, and everybody has the fear of objections. So whether you're a brand new coach, and let me just go ahead and mute everybody. So whether you're a brand new coach or you've been in it for, well, I guess I've probably been doing it the longest, so a year and a half or whatever, we still get objections. And actually, when I was trying to prepare for tonight, I was listening to Melanie Mitro, and she's a 15-star diamond, and she was saying that she still gets objections. It's kind of just a daily thing. People, it's all about timing, really, and you just kind of have to be able to embrace them rather than be afraid of objections. So to embrace objections, your mind has got to be in the right place. And this all goes back to personal development, and I feel like we've been talking a lot about this recently. But you have got to make sure you're feeding your mind with positive, uplifting stuff to keep you on track. And I know reading sucks, and I hate reading. And I tried to get away with not doing it for 8 months, and it just didn't work. So no need to try and prove it to yourself. I've already done it for you, that it doesn't work. You do have to work on yourself. And all of the top coaches, say that the person that improves themselves the most is the best coach of the year. And that's why. Because in order for people to build a relationship with you and trust you, you have to continually be bettering yourself and making yourself a better coach for them to come to you. So tonight, like I said, let's just do it, kind of an open discussion. Don't feel alone when you face objections, because everybody's going through it. That's what our team is here for. Share what's happening to you. Other people are probably getting the same experiences, and we can all kind of talk about, different perspectives. I think that's a big thing, is seeing how someone else might see the same situation. So 3 vital behaviors. Obviously, personal development is a top one. And make sure you're working on yourself every day. And it really, really is important, you guys, I promise. So every time you receive an objection, you try to think of it as like a chance to learn. So say, you talk to somebody about a challenge pack and they say no, or they say not right now, or they ignore you, or whatever it is that they do. Learn from that. Think about what it is that you said to this person, what you said to somebody that may have purchased a challenge pack, and what was different, and why maybe, this one was a different situation and you got the outcome that you didn't really have planned. And keep in mind, people have other stuff going on in their life. They're moving, they don't have money right now, they're going on vacation. They know that they wouldn't be able to make the commitment, so they're not ready to make the investment. Maybe they're just too busy, So whatever the reason is, whatever the excuse may be, timing really is like such an important part of this. And so as a coach, timing's really important for you as well, though, because you want those customers that really want to, get the results and want to do well. Those ones that come in and they're asking all these questions and they're like, okay, so how does this work? How do I do the portions? How does this work? What goes in here? Do you have meal plans? Do you have this? Because I'm ready to lose 10 pounds. Those are the people you want, and you want to catch them when they're ready to rock it. You know what I mean? Because those people that get in your challenge groups, they're the excited ones. They're the ones commenting on everything. They're the ones cheering everybody on. Nikki, you're in my challenge group right now. You see those people. There's a couple people every time that are commenting on everything everyone's doing. And a couple of them have already become coaches because that makes it very easy to go to them and be like, have you ever thought of coaching, because you're already doing it? You know, so you want to make sure you're getting the people that aren't just doing it as a favor to you or just because, you know, you've been pressuring them, but because they really want it. Because those people are the best ones. People that aren't really in it, we have a couple of those in our group too. They're constantly asking questions. They're constantly asking for advice. And they're constantly saying they're having a bad day. And they're constantly saying they don't feel like doing this. So they kind of bring down the whole group. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting people that are fired up and ready to go, and motivate everybody at the same time. And so it's kind of just like a circle like that. You know, it's very hard to find these perfect coaches. So don't think, you know, if you're sitting there with 0 coaches that you're doing anything wrong. There might be some things that we can do to improve on your approach, perhaps. And I highly suggest talking with me, I think I've talked to all of you on the phone, talk with your upline coach and, you know, copy and paste your conversations and find out how they maybe would have responded. It's not like one thing's right or wrong, but maybe they would see just a different perspective. And that's, again, what this business is all about. Copy and paste stuff in Goal Diggers and see how someone else may have responded or what they would have said, that might be a little bit different than how you handled it. But the more consistent, well, no one said, you know, finding challengers is easy, but the more people you're talking to, the better chance you're going to find that one person that's going to be your next rock star diamond coach, go all the way. And the more consistent you are, the better chance that one person's going to find you, because they see you posting about it. They see how this business has changed your life. They see how the programs have changed your life. They see how all of this is happening, and they may just be silently watching you for 8 months. And then all of a sudden, bam, hey, Brooke, I'm ready. And I've had a couple coaches that happens to. And then all of a sudden they're ready to go. Natalie, she's not on the call tonight, but I've been talking to her for months and months and months, and finally out of the blue just comes to me one day and says, Brooke, I'm ready. Let's do it. So definitely keep on, keep consistent. Consistency is really your best friend in this business. So awesome. Cheers again to our nose. Ashley, where's your wine? Okay, word vomit. Word vomit is this term that I've learned only as being a Beachbody coach, and I find it hilarious. And Lauren actually talked about it in February on her call. But you know that time when you get somebody, you know, you've just gotten your great before and after pictures, because that's what every coach wants. That's what you strive for, is to get your great before and after pictures. And you just lost 20 pounds from doing Insanity Max 30, and you start sharing it on your Facebook. Of course, sharing, not selling, what you're doing and what's working for you. So naturally, people are going to ask you, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden, you're like, bam, sirens going off, like, yes, they're interested. And you start just going on and on and on about, oh my God, this program is the most amazing thing. My group is the most amazing thing. This meal plan is awesome. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you have to do this. This is why it's going to be great for you, blah. Okay, so then by the time you come up for air, that person is like sprinting in the other direction, because we've scared them, you know, because they are just like, whoa, what did you just say? I don't even know what that means. So, I mean, I've done this before. Anyone else? Because, you know, I always catch myself, I'm like, okay, I want to be enthusiastic, but you need to learn to kind of control it a little bit and do what they call breadcrumbing. So basically, breadcrumbing is where you're going to give them little tiny bits of information that keeps them interested, keeps them moving forward, and keeps them asking questions and coming back for more. So it's great to be excited, really, really great. And enthusiasm is actually going to take you a really long way in this business. Being excited and being happy about what you're doing, being enthusiastic about the programs and the products and this and that and the other. But you have to learn how to kind of control it. And so, like, if someone comes up to you and says, hey, I'd really like to join your challenge group, you know, instead of going, oh my God, yay, happy dance, you know, I would say something back like, okay, I'd be glad to give you all the information. Can you tell me a little bit about what interests you about a challenge group? Why are you interested in being in a challenge group? You know, and then go even a little bit further and say, what are you doing for health and nutrition currently? What are your goals, and what are your time frame to achieve those goals? Are you currently working out? What has worked for you in the past? What hasn't worked for you in the past? So just tell me a little bit more about you, and we'll see if this might be something that you'd be interested in. Because again, we're here to coach these people. So, and then I say that stuff and I wait for a response. Like, I sit there and I wait, And usually it comes back pretty fast because we're just kind of having a conversation about them, and everybody loves to talk about themselves. So usually they write back, they tell me their whole life story, and so then I respond and I'm saying, okay, great. I have a new group. It starts on whatever day. It's going to last for 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, however long you run your group for. And it's going to have, we're going to replace one meal a day with Shakeology. I'm going to train you how to make this lifestyle work instead of just doing a crash diet. And, we're going to share recipes. We're going to share motivation. We're going to, have a prize at the end to keep everybody interested. And, is that still something you would be interested in? And, when they come back and they say, yeah, of course, then say, okay, great. Well, we need to, pick a program. That's the first step is, figuring out kind of what program you're interested in. So you're going to remember what they said about, their goals and their fitness levels and what they're doing. And I usually go back into the back office and send them like 3 different videos from the video diary thing. Usually I'll do 21-day fix, Insanity Max 30 or T25, and probably a PIO. Because most of the people I'm attracting are busy moms, so they don't really have time. So I stick to the 30-minute programs and send them a couple different, across the board kind of options. So tell me what you think of those, take a look at those, tell me what you think. And so then they come back and they're like, oh my gosh, I love Insanity Max 30. I think that would be great. So then I go on to the next part of the challenge group is going to be, about Shakeology. And so we'll be doing this to replace one of our meals a day. And Shakeology is a meal replacement, which is so much more than a protein shake. It's going to help us get naturally, it's going to help us get energy naturally so that we can really nail our workouts home during our time that we're working out. It's going to help us control our cravings so that we aren't tempted by the cookie jar. And it's going to help our metabolism and weight loss. So it's also going to boost your immune system. Shakeology makes you feel good. It makes you well. So that you're healthy for the entire challenge. Hold on, someone just said a chat. Video diary, is that a promo video? Yes, it is. It's the promo video from the back office. And so if you guys copy that link and put it in a browser, you'll see how it comes up for you. It comes up with the video of like 21-day fix on top of your store. So if anyone's watching the video and they decide, oh, this looks like something I would like to do, it'll take them right to your store. Okay, so, and then of course they are going to ask you about the price, and that's when, you really have to be enthusiastic. You have to believe in this product so that they feel that you're believing and feeling that it's worth the investment, because, they don't realize that you do the 21-day fix 50 times. So you're going to get the program, and this is how I would respond to that. And I'd be like, so you're going to get the program, you're going to get, oh no, hold on. You're going to get the program, you're going to get Shakeology, you're going to get my support, which includes the recipes, the motivation, my template, which has prizes at the end, a really fun group of people with similar goals, and a discounted price, and it's really going to be awesome. So here's the link to order your challenge pack. So they know everything they're getting, they know what's included, and here's the link directly to that challenge pack. Okay, so they don't have to go flipping through, trying to find the exact one or whatever. And then just let me know once you put that order in so that I can make sure it shows up in the back office, and then I'll get you set up in the group and we'll be good to go. So are you ready? You ready to go? Do you have any questions? And sometimes they'll click on the link and they'll be like, oh, kind of expensive, and if that's the case, then I'll say, okay, well, what were you looking for? What kind of budget are you looking for? What are your goals? Again, we'll get back to that, and I really want to make sure that we're going to pick a program that's going to make you happy and make you want to get up every morning and do it. And kind of when you say those kinds of things, the one that they pick first, obviously, is the one they want to do. And sometimes I'll give them the cheaper program options and just go from there. But most of the time they'll come back to the one that they really want. So then, we're sitting there waiting. You know how it goes. We're sitting there, we're refreshing our back office. Where's the order? Where's that order? Where's the order? Talking to our upline coach saying, oh, I had a customer put in an order and it's not showing up. Where are my Success Club points? We've all been there. So we all go through the same emotions. Believe me, it's normal. It's all part of the excitement. Right now we have 8 days to go to get our Success Club points for the Summit Success Club party, and Heather and I are the only 2 that were eligible from last month to go. So we're like pushing each other, and she got it today. And I still have 3 points to go, and so I'm like living in my back office, like really monitoring that and making sure that I'm on track because Heather needs a partner. So, I mean, it's totally normal. Everybody goes through all of these emotions, and, it is what it is. So, cheers again to nose. And to be really freaking hot. Okay. So, if you noticed in the little scenario that I went through, I never once mentioned price. I never said it's $140. It's on sale this month. It's the promotion. I never, ever, ever said price. I never said it's on sale. I never associated any kind of monetary value with the value of the program they're getting. So take price out of it completely and put in what the person's looking for. So if the person's looking to be all hot in their bathing suit at the beach in 30 days, then that's what we're aiming for. If they are looking, just to learn how to be healthy and fit and this and that and the other, then that's what we're going to focus on. You want to show them what you can add value to because they're buying you. It's really important to know the products. And I don't mean memorizing them. I mean, you can always ask Gold Diggers or Fit Force or whoever. But Shakeology is our premier product. So it's kind of important that you know what you're going to say when people say it's too expensive. You don't have to memorize all 70 ingredients because I can't pronounce half of them. But it is important that you know kind of some of the stuff that you're going to say right off the bat. So for one, someone put an example in the questions of, I saw a cheaper protein shake at the store. Well, Shakeology is a meal replacement, so it's not just a protein shake. So when people say they saw a cheaper shake at the store, it's kind of easy to just say, well, they're not getting all 70 all natural vitamins and minerals. They aren't getting an entire meal. They aren't getting 7 servings of fruits and vegetables. So with a protein shake, that's great that they got that for $50, but they're also going to need a multivitamin. They're also going to need a couple cups of coffee. They're also going to need a healthy meal. And if they can beat $3.73 a meal for that, then, I challenge somebody to find that because to me, I really do believe in Shakeology and I've been drinking it for a year and a half and I can't live without it. So, and I never ate breakfast anyways, unless I grabbed a Pop-Tart and that wasn't really getting me anywhere. So, I mean, I think for $3.73 a meal, if you kind of break it down like that for them and show them what they're getting for that price, it makes a little bit more sense. And a lot of people think it's a protein shake, but it's way more than that. And be sure you're going through the Fit Force training and the training in your back office. These trainings are crucial. And they teach you how to invite to a challenge group and how to invite to coaching. But also, I encourage you to read about these topics and listen to YouTubes or whatever to learn more about it and just have your own cheat sheet. So write down your 5 answers to, Shakeology is kind of expensive. Write down 5 different answers you can come back with so that you have it and you're ready to go. Or, why coaching, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough of this. Write down some ideas so that you're ready to go when it comes up. Because everyone's always saying stuff's too expensive. So always, come back with something. And you can always use feel, felt, found, which I've posted in Gold Diggers a couple times. If you, feel is kind of relate to them. Found is, what you found. And then feel, felt, what you feel, how you felt, what you found. So if they say, I just don't really have time, I don't know how I'd ever make time to do this, say, you know what, girl, I felt the same exact way. But I feel since I've started it, I've really learned how to balance my time. I've really learned how to figure out my priorities. And I've actually been able to be more productive and, fit everything in. And I have really found that this has been such a great, addition to my life. And of course I'm busy, but I'm finding time for the things that are important to me. So there's just a way to make it so that it's personal. Here's how I feel you, girl. Here's how I felt. And here's what I found. But don't be afraid of getting objections, okay? Be excited. Just because you hear a no, that doesn't mean no. It means not right now. Every month when I announce my challenge group on Facebook, I go through my list on my Google Drive in my prospects file, and I send a message to everybody that's ever expressed an interest, and I say, hey, girl. Now, half of the time when I send those, I look at the previous conversations, and it's just, hey, girls, because they've never responded to me. It literally happens to everyone, but you don't know when, in 3 months from now, they may be like, oh, crap, I'm heavier than I've ever been. Oh, crap, I feel like shit. I need some help. Brooke's been asking me every month about this, so now is the time. So sometimes they'll say, thanks for remembering me, And sometimes they'll say, not yet, not this month, try again in 6 months, or sometimes they just ignore me, and that's just part of the game, but that doesn't stop me from going back to them. So just mark that down on your list so that you know what happened and you can keep track. But sometimes that's always funny to me. But consistency, again, is your best friend. So make sure that people know that you're interested in them, because you never know what they might see or hear that's going to kind of like click in their brain. They may see Autumn doing the 21-day fix on TV and be like, oh, is that thing Courtney was talking about? Like, oh, I can do that, And then sometimes I've heard that it takes like 6 times for people to be exposed to something for it to like think in their head and for them to like believe they can do it. So if they're seeing it on TV, they're hearing it from you, they're seeing it on Facebook. I also do like a monthly newsletter that's kind of just like a little bit more businessy and formal. It has whatever, and then some recipes and some Shakeology recipes and some transformation pics or whatever. But the more people see it, if they haven't blocked me yet, then they are definitely seeing my stuff pretty often. But if they block me, then I don't really care. So use as many methods of communications as you're able to. The more people hear about it, the more there's a chance that one of those ways will inspire them to join you. So my biggest piece of advice really, though, is you just got to kind of like figure out a way to get over it. When people say no, or they, you get these things, just go on to the next one. Ask so many people and invite so many people that you don't even remember these no's. You know what I mean? No, you're not alone, because you're definitely not. Everybody struggles with this, and everybody, is fighting this battle day to day. And be sure to take your experiences and learn from them, and talk to your upline. Seriously, that's what everybody's here for. And get different perspectives, because sometimes, the way I see something might be totally different than the way Susie sees something or the way Heather sees something. And it would be great to get different ideas of what your customer might be thinking. And some people, I know Natalie commented in there about someone just like this. I spent my cousin's entire graduation on Facebook chat, which is fine because graduations are boring. But talking to this girl, answering literally 50 questions about 21-day fix. And then she goes, okay, well, now I need to think about it. And she was even like, oh, my friend wants to do it too, and this is great, and asking me all these questions about the food. And she's like, okay, well, now I need to think about it. And the next day I go to her and I was like, hey, what do you think? And she was like, it's just not for me. And I'm like, oh, really? Why? And she's like, we're just not that interested. And I was like, okay. But, I mean, you can't let these things, it happens. That's just the nature of the beast in this business, I guess. But you just kind of got to get past it and move on to the next one. And make sure you're making relationships with people and not always, talking to them about the next challenge pack they can be in, or the challenge group they can be in, or why coaching is great. Make sure you're talking about other things as well. But the more you practice, the better you're going to get, and the easier it becomes. And the more people you talk to, the better your success rate, and the more likely you are to get yeses instead of nos. But don't be afraid of objections. Make it kind of a game, get excited and be like, oh, how many nos can I change into a yes? You will literally be amazed at how many people say no, or not right now, or just ignore you, that come back like 6, 7, 8 months later. It's really amazing. So just make sure you're always planting seeds, and you never know when the time will be right. But every day, be sure you're inviting, you're sharing, you're being a product of the product, you're doing personal development, and your business will grow. It really will. Consistency is the key to it, and it'll happen. I promise. It really will. It's just, and the objections, they suck. They totally suck, and it's like a blow to the ego. But it is what it is. It's kind of, think about yourself, and when someone comes up to you and you're just like, okay, do you want to do this thing? Can you pay $160? And yes, you have to work out and you have to do all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like, you might need to think about it for a little while before you're ready to kind of make that investment. But that's all I have, so cheers to no's. Does anybody have any questions? I can unmute you. How are you doing, Ashley? We haven't seen you forever.
Me?
Did you move?
No. July 17th we close. So not yet, but we were having some problems, so I've been crazy busy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you. Does anybody have questions about objections? No? Does anybody have like stories or things that have worked for them? Susie, I know you're reaching out to like the world every day. What do they all say to you?
I don't know. I was telling Heather today, like I've just gotten so many no's the past 2 months, and I've in the beginning of this month I like reached up back and followed up with them. Starting with that connection, that relationship, like, hey, how's it going? I saw you went to the beach, like whatever, and just like talking to them, and then I'd follow up with like, what are you doing this summer? Like, I know you mentioned you want to do a challenge pack, and a couple of these people were like, reached back to me in June, and so then now it's to the point where it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm turning almost into a broken record, and it's not like I'm coming off too strong because I'm not saying it too much, but like this one girl in particular, she's similar to what you said. She said her and her friends at school want to do it.
Right.
They all want to buy it through me because I'm the first person who told her about Shakeology, but then she wants to join the July 6th group, but then every time I ask her more questions or like ask her something, she just reads it and ignores it.
Right.
So I don't know, I just need to like step off and just.
Yeah. I mean, and sometimes you take like a month off or 2 months off. It's hard with the 21-day fix because you know that it's not going to be on sale for a while and you want to get one now because it's such a good opportunity. But I mean, maybe next month you just leave them alone till, maybe even September when it's, get back into it. It's fall.
Yeah, like you said, they'll come back when they're ready.
They really will. I mean, and I definitely say keep reaching out, but yeah, I would have a couple of regular conversations maybe before bringing that up anymore.
No, absolutely.
But it's hard. And it's totally just by situation and by person and your relationship with that person.
Last week, and I know this is kind of off topic, but last week when I did a challenge post, Nikki and I had asked in the Gold Diggers group what to say to the people who like. And I sent like 15 messages to people like that, like similar to like what you had suggested, Brooke, and I mean not one person responded.
Really?
Not one person responded.
But and you just said, hey, were you interested or were you just liking and they didn't say anything?
Yeah, I was like, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for liking my photo and showing interest in my challenge group. I was wondering if you were interested in joining us in July or if you had any questions about it or something like that. Like, it was literally short and sweet, 2 sentences max. Like, really short and sweet.
I sent something out. I posted something last week, and I got – or I'm sorry. You're talking about the
likes.
Personal, yeah. So personal messaging my likes. I personal messaged 23 likes from 2 call to action posts for coaching. And I got 2 people, and one of those 2 people is already in. She was just telling me congratulations, and I didn't know she was in because she's not active right now. So it was like,
yeah, I mean, but sometimes your posts are going to be great, and they're going to get, and it could be the same exact post, and it could be on a different day at a different time, a different month. Who knows? You know what I mean? And sometimes they're going to be a total bust, and sometimes they're going to be awesome. You just never can tell. And I mean, it's just, I get the same shit, and a lot of times my whole thing is taken up with people that are current challengers, but then they're not really even doing the challenge. They're just saying, hey, I went running today. You know what I mean? So, we need, what I decided today, I really need to work on adding to my network. Like I set a goal for myself to have I forget what number I was at, but to have 500 more friends by the end of the month. So yeah, I'm just going to go crazy. And a bunch of people. Yeah, because you got to start getting to new people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
or the people you already have that don't realize you're a coach apparently because you don't. I said it 5 times, but you find out that they ordered a 21-day fix because the book is sitting on their couch.
Right.
Yeah.
But you
and
can
you're
switch
the
those
only reason
people
they
to
know
you.
that. Do what?
You can switch those people to you.
I know, even if it's been a week, it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just might not get credit for it. You can
Right.
So that date, in the
yeah.
if she orders Shakeology again, that way you'll get credit for it next time.
Yeah.
And then you can order in your challenge group.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then speaking of that, so when you're adding people on your Facebook, don't put anything working at Beachbody because a lot of groups won't add you if they see that. So put like, president of whatever your fitness company, make up your name fitness, that kind of stuff.
So you're saying like all my profile.
Don't put like coach at Beachbody.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, no, and Lauren actually told us that. I just learned that recently. I think Kristen was talking to her about something, or was that you, Heather? It was you?
What was the
Someone was talking to Lauren, and Lauren reminded us not to put
She put it in a video, I know.
because then when the admins are approving you, they'll see Beachbody and they won't approve you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And something about pictures that have texts in them or text on them, you can't push or fluff or what, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
I don't know.
Boost them. That's what she called it.
What'd she say?
You can't boost them.
Oh, well, that's because Lauren was trying to post one today, and it had work from home or like make a living working from home, and here's before and after or something, and you can't boost those because it looks like you're running a business on Facebook.
Yeah. Gotcha.
How are you doing, Courtney? School's out for the summer.
I know. Today was my last day. Yay!
Yay!
All of you people are teachers.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think everything will go better now that it's over. Like, I just have not had time, and I'm trying to switch positions too, so it's been total chaos. But I feel like I finally took a big sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to get back into it.
Good.
Harper. Sorry. She's still up and moving.
That's okay. My kids are up too. We're all in the same room. So things are good though? School ended well?
Yeah. I really like this call because I needed it because I joined like a mom's group.
Uh-huh.
And I had a lady reach out to me. She saw my profile actually, and this is why I was confused about whether I should have Beachbody on there. But she read that on my profile and she reached out to me, and she was just, wondering about the 21-day fix, about Beachbody, and then and I was having a full conversation with her for like over an hour.
Right.
And then all of a sudden she's like, well, it just seems, I just can't afford that. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I was like, okay. So then she was like, but what group? And we met like twice a week, and
But see, I feel like that's confusing to me. So do these people just not work out, or do they pay for a gym membership? And you know what I mean?
She doesn't do anything.
Oh, Mom, like this makes perfect sense.
Right. She said that she hasn't done anything.
Oh, well, so you should tell her that she should take time for herself.
That's what I did. I said, you need your me time.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know, but with my husband only working, and then I'm like, I don't know how to.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you wanted, Kelsey's been on a couple calls recently talking about challenge packs, and I'm probably going to do this in the next couple days, is just be like, all right, if anybody, last call, and for the last call, I'm offering a $20 rebate. And then really they're getting the 21-day fixed challenge pack for $120. Like, because you're going to make more than that in commission anyways, and then you get them in your groups and get them rolling. And I'm desperate at this point for 3 more points. So I might try the rebate method. But that's a good idea too if you, or you could just reach out to her individually and just be like, hey, just let you know I'm running an end of the year teacher special for the weekend or for the summer or something.
That's smart.
That is
smart. To help out the teachers.
Dang. To get your summer started off right. Like.
Yeah, the teacher special celebrating the last week of school or something like that.
Yeah. Celebrating you being done packing up all your crap and.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that would be a good idea, I guess.
So that was just one of the objections.
One of your objections, yes.
But I'm taking it a little bit better than that first day when she was like, I just don't. Like, I spent an hour.
I know. You're wasting my time.
I know.
That's so funny.
Maybe we'll talk to you guys later.
I was so excited about this. Hey, girl.
Yeah. You just gotta send out enough of them so that one doesn't matter so much. You know what I mean? Like if you're sending out 2 to 5 a day, like at the end of the week, you literally should have had conversations with 35 people. So out of 35 people, like there's a pretty good chance that you have like a couple yeses. That's hard numbers to get to. I totally get it, but
No. What if you're sending out that many and you kind of gotta look at what you're sending out if you're sending out that many.
We had, I think Cassie told me one time, she's like, I've sent out 85 messages and no one has responded. And I'm like, send me the message you're sending. Like, what are you saying? You know, so if you're having those kinds of issues, like, let's talk about them. Let's find out what's going on. And make sure you're going to those people's pages and, like, commenting so they know that you care about their life.
And compliment them so they'll respond.
Yes. I love your kids. They look so cute. No one can help but to say, oh, my God, thank you.
It's true. It works, though.
Yeah, it does. So, Heather, do you have any fabulous advice?
Well, like a few topics ago, I was thinking, you know, you were saying about timing and how you might have like an identical post with identical pictures, and one time it like blows up and another time it fails. I have really good pictures of me from like October and then to now, where I just like completely transformed. Like I'm even blown away by my results. I posted them like in April and I got 167 comments. It was in a mom swap group. And then I just posted it again like early this month and I got like 5. So it really is all about timing. And then, you know, like a couple of you are talking about like, you know, that one person that you really want to get to sign up to buy a challenge pack. You know, we're celebrating the no's. Like, just let that person say no and find more people. You know, like Brooke is saying, if we're adding or if we're talking to 5 people every day, one of those people is going to say yes. And they may not say yes this month. Like, I have people from 6 months ago that just randomly come back to me and say, okay, I'm ready. Or I don't care how much it costs. I need to do this. So it's just, you know, and Susie was talking about, like, it's just building relationships. Like, that's when you start, like, sending the 2-sentence messages, like, hey, I saw you liked my post. Do you want to change or join my challenge group? It just doesn't work. You have to have that relationship and that friendship with people.
Yeah, that's good. It's true. Anybody else? Mandy, you have any advice? We have a small group tonight, so we can just talk.
Unfortunately, no. I've kind of been out of the game a little bit with the stress of the end of the school year, so I'm getting back into it. But
all you teachers.
I've gotten good stuff tonight, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and teachers, seriously, like, if you guys want to, like, not go back to work in the fall, you can totally do that. I'm not kidding. So I was talking to Kristen, and she told me how much that she needed to make to not go back to work. Like, she can absolutely do that. So just FYI, you guys can do it.
Little thing called insurance. So that's what I'm going to say.
Well, then you just need to get married.
Still a little thing called insurance.
Well, then you can have the freedom to not if you don't want to.
True.
That's funny. Are you going to get a ring anytime, Susie?
No. I got a dog.
A dog is enough.
My boyfriend, let's say hi, Frankie. My boyfriend was like, this is your dog.
Aww.
You're so cute.
He's so calm, super docile, like just does nothing, never barks.
Wow.
Yeah, no ring. We don't even live together.
Oh, well, that's fine. I wouldn't live together until you got it anyway.
So we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, if nobody has anything else, does anybody have anything else on any other topic at all? No? We're finished June out strong. Ashley, you look tired.
I do have a question. So I did my challenge post last week, and I'm going to do something tomorrow about posting about how I'm going to, you know, I never thought I'd be an at-home gym person. Do you think I should ask a question in my post? Like I'm gonna post a picture about me, like I took the picture today. It's like me, like drenched in sweat with the TV in the background. And I sent it to Mandy earlier, and I want to post like being like I'm like a year now. I've been working out at home, and I'm just something about how I haven't figured out the wording yet, but something about how I'm just shocked and maybe ask like, is anyone else an at-home workout person, or does anyone? I don't know. Like I don't know, because I wanted like it to be interactive because I still need to get some more challenge packs. So I don't necessarily want it to be a.
Well, you could say like, what's your favorite at-home workout program or something like that. But then you've got to worry about people saying like Jillian Michaels or whatever, which is fine. I mean, because you're going to get more 21 Day Fix than anything.
Right.
Just tell some people to comment on there. Tell like some of your friends.
True.
That's what I always do, guys. When I do a challenge group post, I tell like all the girls from work, I'm like, okay, 7:30, I'm posting, and they all comment just to get it like going, you know.
Okay.
But have people lined up. It helps.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And you can even say like, you know, don't make it like you're a coach. Just make it like I'm just doing this at-home workout. What's everyone else's favorite workout program? And then let's do it together or something.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Nope. Ashley, are you done? Maryland out?
What was that?
Is school out for you?
Yeah, but I'm 12 months, so I still work. I basically don't do very much. So I like the summer.
What do you do in the summer?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I just I have to go into work, but I don't do very much. I mean, I have some kids that I work with, like in the 3 to 5 range, but not much.
Right.
I get paid though, so that's good.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, good seeing you guys, and we'll do it again in 2 weeks, I guess. And that'll be right before we go to Summit. So fun. I know. It's awesome. So, yeah, we'll do it again in a couple weeks, and then we'll definitely do, well, the weekend after Summit, July 25th, is Super Saturday. So everybody definitely mark your calendars for that. Because whoever got Success Club in May, I'm buying your ticket.
Me too. Whoever.
Yeah, and Christmas. Yeah, anybody on Christmas too. So, and it's in Springfield, I guess. But yeah, and then we'll have to do a team get together again sometime when Susie's available. Why don't you check your calendar and let us know?
I'm really, really flexible in August.
Okay, let's do August then. All right, girls. Have a good night.
Thanks for a good night.
Thanks.